Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 15th to the 31st, 2025 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. Now, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Ooh, we have you right at the heart, Taurus. I love it. You are a Taurus. You are represented by the Hierophant in the major arcana, and that is beautiful. The challenge is the Chariot. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is also you coming through. You are represented by the Pentacles in the minor arcana. Then we have the Magician. We have the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Swords, Angels and Spirit Guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. The Star, the Two of Cups, love this reading. The King of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. You have a lot of major arcana cards in this reading, meaning that this is a very powerful time. Minor arcana cards, they're the wands, they're the pentacles, right? We have a little bit more wiggle room with these. But at the heart of everything is you. You have so much power during the last half of October. There is a fierceness, a power, an authority, a determination to you during this time. There's also a sense of really stepping into your gifts, stepping into what you want. You are going to see that you're fighting a little bit your mind over worry, over fear, you're going to be worrying a lot, okay? And that's not, you might be, there is a real energy of worry that comes up here. And this is going to be a time where you have to have really powerful faith in yourself, like this real sense of, this is what I want, this is what I'm going for. Move forward in love, in kindness, and in gentleness. Walk gently on this earth and do no harm. Take care of yourself. Know that the last half of October, you have to put yourself first, not in a mean way, but in a way that says, this is my life, this is my health, this is what I need for me to be prosperous and joyous. And it brings us to the challenge, which is the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is Cancer energy. Time frame is June 21st to July 22nd. It can be that emotions are all over the place, right? You can have trouble reining things in personally. You can have trouble with other people reining them in. You might have trouble from a Cancer during this time. They can feel like all over the place or just very emotionally overwhelming. And that is going to be something that you are battling with during this time, a sense of emotional overwhelm. So just being aware, everything can feel like as vast as the ocean, as overpowering as that. So just being aware of that energy is going to be very important for you. With the Queen of Pentacles at your root, this is you. You're crowned by love here with the roses. You have the poppies around you. You have the roses climbing up the back of the chair. With the queens, remember, queens are the weavers. Queens are, they were called peace weavers. Back in medieval times, they were the ones that were needed to sew, bonds between nations, to really help things to move forward. Kings were as well, but queens could ask for mercy when kings during that time were supposed to be seen as unyielding, absolute supreme power, that's it. And so here, there's a gentleness that's coming forward. There's also a sense of, what do I want to nurture with that gentleness, with that love, with that connection, with that very powerful feminine energy. Doesn't matter how you identify yourself, there's very powerful feminine energy rooting you, meaning that you're going to need to take time to ground yourself, to say, what do I want to build? What do I love? What do I want in life? What am I looking for within myself? And building and amassing your prosperity, your wealth, your bounty, what you value as much as money comes forward during this time. Now it leads us to the Magician. And the Magician here is the energy that's moving away. We were standing before the altar of our existence, claiming our power, claiming what it is that we want. We made ourselves seen and we embraced our power. Now we don't have to be as front and center. So just be aware of that. You might find that people's eyes turn other places, meaning that they were not going to ask you for help instantaneously. They'll come back to you, most definitely. It's not like you're forgotten, but there's a sense now of I've made myself known. I move forward in this power, but if everybody doesn't or not everybody, if people don't acknowledge me, it doesn't mean that I'm not powerful anymore. That's going to be really important. Somebody needs to hear that, where it's almost like you feel forgotten. You feel like you were almost like a toy, like a child's toy that they absolutely loved, and then you were discarded. And that's not the case. Like, people are going to come back. The situation's going to come back. It's just that you're not in the forefront right now. And you don't have to be during this time. Actually, it's going to be better for you because you're carrying a lot. You're carrying a lot. Your strength is that you can carry a lot. You can bear a lot on your shoulders and keep on going. But your strength during this time is that you're taking down what has been weighing you down. You're putting it down and you're saying to yourself, what do I want? What do I need? Where do I need to be? Like, what do I want to create with this? You're also saying to certain people, hey, you've got to carry your own load. I'm not doing it anymore. Now, let me talk for just a moment about the astrology of it all. On the 20th of October, we have Mercury conjunct Mars. And this means that it's just a very blunt time, right? We'll be very blunt with each other. We can be like, wow, why is that person so blunt? And we're just going to say what we think during this time. A little bit of a filter would be good, but just note that people will be blunt and feelings will get hurt, especially since then on the 21st of October, the new moon is in Libra, and this just wants us to have balance and romance and just calm things down and embrace the beautiful. So they're at a little bit of odds with each other, so just be aware of that. On the 22nd of October, Neptune leaves Aries, and this is a big deal. It is the last time that Neptune will be in Pluto in what was a 165-year cycle. Like, that is a huge deal. And what we're going to see here is that Neptune went retrograde, okay, I think on the 4th of July. And what we're going to see is that whatever we set, like the intentions that we set, what we were trying to build from the 4th, like to now, what we're going to see for ourselves is that we have this ability to recalibrate things, rewrite things. And here with the 9 of Swords, we're going to have this kind of doom and gloom around us. We're like, oh my gosh, I really, effed up. I really messed up. Like, I can't believe I did this. Nothing terrible. It's nothing catastrophic. But there is a sense here of like, oh my gosh, how do I get things the way I need them to be? And you're overthinking, you're overanalyzing. You can also feel like people don't support me the way I need them to support me, right? They don't see that I'm suffering. No, because they see you as this prominent person who's got it all figured out and who's moving forward in success and in bounty, okay? You will especially feel this on the 22nd, but you're looking at things now and you're looking at like, what do I want to change? And this is the time, 22nd, like circle it on your calendar. This is the time to start setting up those changes, or start now and let it just come. Let it just keep on coming forward. So that's going to be very powerful. That's going to be very important for you. That, your near future is one where you're climbing out of what felt like despair. What felt like, oh my gosh, I'll never get to where it is that I want to be. And Spirit's like, oh no, I got you. Don't worry, you've got this. And that's going to be a beautiful thing for you. Now, it moves us to the star. And the star is the advice for this time. It is let your deepest wishes come forward. It's let yourself dream, let yourself hope, let yourself set yourself free, and let your heart fly. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. It's like, don't give up on you. Like, seriously, Taurus, there's a sense of like, man, I messed this up, or this isn't going right, or everything is ruined. It's not. It's not. It's kind of like you scrape off. It's kind of like when you burnt toast, right? And you scrape off the burnt bits over the sink and you eat the toast. It's like, it's still good. Don't worry about it. So here, there's a sense with the star. Now, this is Aquarius energy, time frame January 20th to February 18th. But it's letting yourself wish upon that star. It's letting your greatest wish come forward. And as you do, the environment around you is one of healing, okay? You have so much more healing energy around you, connection around you than you know, than you could possibly like understand, Taurus. And there's this real sense of like, you're not forgotten. You might feel forgotten, but my gosh, you're not forgotten. You are so deeply loved. And I don't know who needs to hear it, but I know somebody who is listening. You're in a lot of pain. Like, life is scary and it's overwhelming. And I'm trying to not let my voice be so like quivery, but geez Louise, there are tears in my eyes because it's just so intense. And living is intense, right? I love that Katharine Hepburn quote because, first of all, I love Katharine Hepburn, but she said, living is the hardest thing you'll ever do. After all, it kills you. And I mean, it's like not helpful, but also so terribly blunt and to the point. And that is beautiful. That is beautiful here. There's a healing that comes in like the falling of illusion and that real sense of this is what I want. Now, on the 23rd of October, okay, Mercury is conjunct Lilith, okay? I don't know if I said it was the 23rd, which is Neptune leaves Aries, but it's the 22nd. So if I said the 23rd, I do apologize. But on the 23rd of October here, Mercury is conjunct Lilith, and then on the 23rd also, the sun moves to Scorpio. So like it's going to be more ninja time, like things are going to be more quiet, done behind the scenes. It's not that Aries energy, right? That is like, okay, everything is going to be in our face. I say that because Aries is also ruled by Mars, and I see Scorpio as being ruled by Mars. So this isn't like the time where things are done blunt into the face. Like this is going to be the time that things are more quiet, a little bit more sneaky, but like cards are held closer to the chest. Now with Mercury conjunct Lilith, we're going to be much more intrigued by the macabre, the taboo, the kind of like the hidden elements of things. Now that could be in our own life, what we hid, we start to talk about and we start to release the pain of in the world. We can kind of like want to dive into why, like the psychology behind it all. So this can be a really big time for true crime, but also like be careful of what you're filling your mind with. Okay, be careful. Two of Cups here, just this healing, beautiful connection that's coming forward. This real sense of lightening the soul, of healing, of being guided and guarded. And it brings us then to the King of Wands. And the King of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is passion. This is connection. This is our hope to see ourselves reborn, to embrace our passion and our fire and our determination. And it is also our fear that like I just can't be what I want to be, or I will not be seen. This is a time that we fear not being seen. And yet the cards are saying here assuredly that you are seen. And this is important. It's embracing a transformation, but it's also fearing that transformation, what will come as I transform. Now on the 26th of October, Mars is conjunct Lilith. So Mars brings, again, that Aries energy. Again, that was why I was drawn to it when we were talking about love, when we were talking about Scorpio. It brings that sense of, power, and it can bring anger, but it's our will, it's our determination, it's our focus. Like it's getting things done. It's getting stuff done. And here we absolutely embrace that energy. But with conjunct Lilith, it's also like clearing out the darkness or wanting to know more about what isn't right or what to fix what isn't right. Now, some people can want to indulge in what isn't right. That's not us. We want to walk in the path of love, of do no harm, of kindness, and of compassion. And this is going to be a time where we release negative, hurtful, hateful energy. And it brings us then to the 29th of October, which is Mercury entering into Sagittarius. We have a way with words. We have a way with like knowledge and words and seeking more and looking at things, and our passions are ignited. And that's what we hope for. We hope to create something spectacular, a kingdom that people look at and see it as inspired. We fear that it will only be a dream. And it moves us to our outcome of the 5 of Pentacles. We're no longer walking out in the cold. And we no longer need to see ourselves as wanting something that is completely unobtainable. We're never alone. Even if it's just, and I say just mildly, but it is not mild at all. Even if we know that we are walking with our guardian angels, with our spirit guides, with this beautiful protection of our ancestors and those who have passed and those who love us. That's not a little thing. Guided and protected, we are stepping forward into so much more. And we are no longer out in the cold. We can fear it, right? We can fear messing up the way that we had messed up before or losing everything that we have built. But this is a time, and it's really important not to let fear overpower us, because fear can. It's just what it does. Fear can paralyze anyone and everyone. And this is going to be a time, and this is a time for us, where we see fear and we say, I see you, but I am not ruled by you. You are no longer my master. You are no longer what gets to control me. I am free from you. And I will never again be chained by you, ever. And so it's acknowledging fear. It's not I'm never going to feel fear. It's acknowledging fear, but it's not letting us rule ourselves. It's not letting us rule it. Not letting it rule us. There we go. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. We have two. We have enchanted and meditate. In meditation, in calming the world and kind of like stepping back, we will embrace the enchanted, the beautiful, what our soul is craving. It brings us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, flexibility. This is the sacral chakra. It tends to come up a lot. And the flexibility with the sacral chakra, it's of creativity, it's of mind, it's of connection, it's letting yourself balance, it's letting yourself find your equilibrium, but also letting yourself see where you are off balance. I love to do Tai Chi, right? And they call it tightrope, right? I tend to bring my legs too close together and all of a sudden I'm super wobbly. Let your legs, let yourself go into the horse stance. Let your stance be wider. Take up more space and let the balance come in. And as you let the balance come in, as you embrace the movement of body, of soul, of self, you start to see the flexibility of compassion, of love, guide you forward. And you start to really embrace you, what you love, what you want, where it is that you want to be. Now, the energy to be mindful of during this time, but also your flexibility of mind and spirit. Bring up your creativity. And all of a sudden, the blocks that were there, they fall away. And it's like, oh, I haven't felt this energized, this connected, this blessed since I was little, you know? Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the 8 of Cups. Now, we can have trouble focusing on work. We can have a lot of other things that are inspiring us. So do be mindful of that. It can be taken that way. But I do see this as becoming, first of all, way too detail-oriented. So much so that it feels like everything grinds to a halt. But also work can become obsessive, right? It can be like all-consuming. Spirit is saying here, take time to release. Take time to focus on what you want. But, not to be trapped by it. It's going to be very easy during the last half of October to be trapped by things. And now you are releasing it. Now you are releasing the sense of having to not kind of like obsessively do things, like obsessively work, obsessively, think about the bad things that could happen. And it's like, that's not helping anybody. I need to free myself. Obsessively fear that, where we had messed up in the past will come back. I mean, we all have. I've messed up. You've messed up. Everybody has. And it's learning. That's what life is about. The 10 of Wands, we carry tremendous burdens on our shoulders, but we also carry tremendously beautiful dreams. We're climbing out of doubt and fear to be able to create them, and we're setting them into the world, and we're healing ourselves. We're finding love or connecting with those that we love, and that fire, that passion sets us free. We already know the paths of despair and hurt and doubt and fear and what seems like failure. And we are forgiving ourselves. And we are stepping into so much more. We are stepping into a future that is bright and powerful. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message. And this is imagine. Your imagination, like Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination is endless. You're stepping into the endless inspiration to guide you. The subconscious chakra message is truth. We end with Sagittarius, right? We end with Mercury in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is all about truth. So say the truth to yourself. What you truly want to create. When you're jealous, when you're upset, you don't have to say it to anybody. It's not like we're going around life as a confessional, but It is saying the truth to what you want and going after it. And it's letting yourself dream in a way that is astounding and beautiful. It moves us then to the energy to be mindful of. It's the Nine of Cups. Be mindful of wanting people to show up to the table for you, of wanting people to validate feelings and ideas. It's going to be really important to celebrate yourself. It's going to be really important to show up for yourself. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message. And it's working hard. Hard work is important, right? It can be what we need to be mindful of, right? Because we have it right here with the Eight of Pentacles. Hey, be mindful of all work and no play. Be mindful of getting caught up in the little details that actually don't wind up mattering. So be mindful of these things that we all have a tendency to do. But you are also going to be very gifted during this time. You're going to love your work, or at least the prosperity and the bounty that it's bringing. Robins are going to be important. Look at them as your sign during this time. There's also a gracefulness of the energy of the cat, which Spirit just said Scorpio. So you could have a cat named Scorpio. Totally could be. But as we enter into Scorpio time period on the 23rd, see the cat kind of like the ninja, the soft steps, the quiet awareness of everything. So there's going to be that cat-like, grace-like energy around you during this time. Pay attention to the details. Know that this is a time where you are honoring what you have put your 10,000 hours into, and you are excelling even more. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Have a blessed last half of October, and a happy Halloween. Bye.